What's up, my psychopaths, sociopaths, and general six sons of bitches of the internet? How y'all doing today? I hope each and every single one of you is doing well. And welcome to the, what is this, the relaunch? I'm gonna say relaunch of the late night cast with my distinguished co-host, Diconius Games. How are you today, Dick?
Well, I'm alright, but I don't think we consider relaunch. Just consider it, coming back from a long hiatus.
Well, just because there's really not been anything to talk about in the grand scheme of things, though. Today, and to anybody who is new to the Late Night Cast, let me explain what it is. It is my 2-hour podcast where I just bitch about whatever I want, including, but not limited to, DSP. Because DSP is not, believe it or not, despite the fact that I react to that motherfucker's shitty gameplay, that motherfucker is not the center of my fucking universe. I am the center of my own universe. Do you understand? Me. I'm the center of my own fucking universe. Now, you're a static picture, but I have got my green screen now, since the last time we did a podcast. So, I feel like I definitely need something in the background. So, if you will permit me 2 seconds while I put a background behind me, one befitting my
massive ego?
No, not my massive ego. My patriotism. It's my patriotism that I'm celebrating today. You mind just satiating the plebs in the chat while I set this up?
Of course. Hello, Logan, Blazer, Iron. That's pretty much all we've got right now. Surprised no one else is here, like Amy or. Hello, everyone and everyone.
There we go. Perfect. There you go. See, that just speaks all. My patriotism towards the United Kingdom. I'm not like one of these retards who is so afraid of lockdown they're escaping the goddamn UK. Alright, so despite the fact that it's not in the title, I'm going to have to do this post. But we have a number of subjects today. So first of all, I want to talk about Dipshit Phil's Halloween stream.
Colonel Sanders.
No, racist Sanders. Like, Jesus. Like, fuck. No, that was, we'll get into that in a second. Not only that, but his PC rant, if I can get the video to that sent to me. On top of that, his costume itself. Then we're going to talk about what Diconius found out, has sent to me, that the foreclosure is apparently going through. And then Diconius, you had some things you wanted to talk about, so do you want to field that one?
Yeah, I just want to talk about the launch next week and how Sony's going forward, and a little bit of a PSA for myself about everyone either getting it or not getting it, pretty much.
Okay. So we got a packed one today, but I feel like first I should definitely get the 1 second.
At least you're in a country with an actual leader, whereas here, like in the U.S., we still don't know who won.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, and I have said this many times. I did not vote for Mr. Boris Johnson. I'm not necessarily his biggest fan. But you have a dude who is literally trying to put the country in lockdown to stop a fucking virus from killing us all, and you've got retards fleeing to airports to get out of country before the lockdown starts.
I'm surprised travel's still like allowed out in London.
It is allowed out but now it's not. Like, they were escaping before lockdown went into effect.
Okay.
Hello, JW. How are you? Okay, so first of all, we're going to watch a quick video. We're gonna watch some videos. Shout outs to Ludwig World Order and Mighty D for these videos. Tell me when you are. Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in here.
No, are you in the? I sent you a link to the Watch Together, fool.
Oh, okay.
Man, this fool. You can't get good co-hosts these days. And yes, we will also be opening these topics up to the chat to talk about. So we'll be bringing you in, Diconius, before you hit that play button on this video. Would you mind just posting a link to the Discord? Which do you know what? Do you know what? I'm officially gonna do it. Even though I'm officially gonna change the name. I'm gonna change the name of the server. There you go.
There we go, guys.
Alright, so just go into the waiting room, and we'll drag you in once all of this is done. So first of all, I think the first thing we're going to talk about is this costume. So please hit that play button, Diconius.
I hope you're ready for this. I know I'm not. I'm certainly not. So I don't know how you could be. If I'm not ready, I don't know how you're ready. I'm still getting ready, actually. I'm trying to get this...
Yeah, this... Okay, pause. Pause. Let's immediately get this out of the way. This retard was not even ready. This motherfucker wasn't even ready for the goddamn fucking stream, and he wasn't in costume already.
Like, how long does it take you to get in costume?
Considering he wasn't wearing pants. He wasn't wearing the fucking pants. So, that is a question to the goddamn ages. But not only that, but after, like, what was it? I think about a 40-minute fucking pre-stream, he went on break. Go on.
He probably went on break to put his costume on.
Alright. So, we're going to start in a second. This is going to be a brief costume reveal. Alright? Brief costume reveal, maybe a little bit of Q&A. And then we're going to jump into gameplay. Alright?
Yeah, right, sure. Jump into gameplay.
But, FYI, you guys this year voted on categories of Halloween costume for me to wear, alright? And the categories were as follows. Video game character. Classic Hollywood horror, monster, slasher killer, etc. Pop culture icon. Comic book character. Or wild card, where basically I would just try to find something. Myself. Kind of just going by my own guideline, no guidelines from you guys, all right? And you guys voted
so basically lazy.
about a month on this, all right? And I searched far and wide, and finally I determined what my costume would be. You guys voted, and the winner of the poll was pop culture, something from pop culture, all right? And there's many. I mean, that's huge. That's like a giant amount of stuff that could be covered, right? So I had to think about it. I had to see what was available. I had a lot of things to think about. All right? And...
Oh, good lord.
God. Reading what some of the people in stream chat are saying is hilarious.
Get on with it.
Absolutely hilarious.
Yes! Get on with it!
That I'm about to reveal I am for Halloween 2020. Okay? Hilarious. But, I'm not sure anyone actually got it. I don't know. I'm not sure anyone actually figured out what I was going to be. Alright, so, you know, it's hard to talk from behind this crazy thick mask I'm wearing. It's very difficult to speak.
Sure it is. We're gonna see why that is. As soon as he shows it, fucking pause.
For you, challenging for me. Okay?
Yeah, because I got something I want to say too.
All right.
Once we
You guys
pause.
ready? The 2020 Halloween.
Oh my God!
Deal.
Get on with it.
Okay. So first of all, and this is why I'm gonna have to disagree with LSB. Colonel Sanders is a pop culture icon. The same with Ronald McDonald and Wendy's. They are pop culture icon, but like that is in the broadest of fucking terms. Like the broadest of goddamn terms. Like,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Is how is Colonel Sanders a pop culture icon?
Right. He is like Colonel Sanders is technically a pop culture icon, given his influence on popular culture. Like, here's the thing: pop culture is popular culture. Okay, what's popular? And KFC was popular, is popular, and he is the icon. He is the face of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Same with Ron McDonald is the pop culture icon for McDonald's. Okay, so yes, he is not wrong. Like, and Colonel Sanders is world known. Like Ronald McDonald is like Mickey Mouse is a pop culture icon. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, that I can actually agree with.
Okay, so it's the same principle that applies to Colonel Sanders. But the thing is, that costume is fucking horrible. First of all, the hair. The fuck is going on with the hair? It looks like he took the bunch of cotton wool from Q-tips and just started balling them together. Okay.
And just glued them together and just put it on his head.
Pretty much. That mustache is crooked as a motherfucker.
That's what I was gonna say next. I'm like, Phil, that's not on evenly.
And another. Go on.
And I'm looking at my Colonel Sanders Funko, and I'm like, no, that's just not right.
No. Like, I shall bring up a picture of Colonel Sanders right now. Like, first of all, like, God, at least shave your goddamn beard. Second of all, I'd also like to point out, Colonel Sanders' beard was, first of all, it wasn't that fucking thick low down.
Yeah, it was more skinny.
It was slimmer, and it didn't go down that far. How do I wear the mustache? Oh, fuck knows, man. Fuck knows. But, second of all, like, just... I don't know, the shirt, the dress shirt, like, I would say I made the joke that, that's the exact same outfit he wore for when he got married, but I don't even think it was that cheap. Like, that, it looks so cheap. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, looks like something you buy at the dollar store.
Dude, you don't even... The dollar store would be embarrassed to sell that.
Or Goodwill.
Oh, Goodwill has standards. Hey, Cyber. Oh. And also, like, I would turn around and say, with those glasses on, I'm sure maybe he'd be playing a bit better, but I doubt they're his prescription glasses.
All right, so Philip says we had a beard drop up counter when the beard kept dropping.
We'll be getting to that very soon. We'll be getting to that. All right, go ahead.
So, okay.
Hello, how you doing? Hello. Hi, I'm Colonel Sanders, and I'm here to welcome you to the Halloween Marathon for 2020. Yoo-hoo! You ready for this, boy? I hope you're ready for this. There's something wrong with my mustache.
Pause again.
Looks like something's a little crooked here.
The boy comments. I said it the moment I saw that he was playing Colonel Sanders. This is going to be Phil's excuse to unleash his inner racist. Like, no joke. He dropped so many boys. I honestly thought I'd got into a time machine. Like, fucking hell.
Yeah. Okay, so were you given information on the other costume too?
What other costume?
He had a second.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Which one was it?
Barry Burton.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one. Okay, I heard about it, and I saw a picture, and I didn't believe it. I thought it was photoshopped. Oh, poor Barry. Yes, but Phil, but no, like, yeah, but this is Phil. This is Phil. Like, this is Phil, you thinking that everybody in the South says boy a lot.
Or talks like that.
Or talks like that, basically, yeah.
Like some do, but not with that sort of twang.
And it's a certain isolated location. It's certain places, not the whole fucking South. And that's what you would call a proud boy. Oh, God. But no, seriously. I swear to fucking God. I swear to God he dressed like this just to unleash his inner racist. That's why he keeps... The amount of times he says boy. Like, just overall. And like I said, I think at some point he moves. And you can see he's not wearing white pants. Like, all he's wearing is the shirt, the coat, the fucking ribbon, because that's all that is. And the fucking cotton wool on his face.
And not that it's a huge deal, but where's this bucket of chicken?
Yeah, missed opportunity right there. Big missed opportunity. Go ahead.
And the cane too. I don't know if Colonel Sanders has a cane or not.
He did in his later years.
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, welcome. My camera's a little off, but that's okay. Camera will be aimed properly for when I start playing games. Ladies and gentlemen, usually you find me in the kitchen cooking chicken, but today, something special for you. I'm going to be here on stream all day long playing spooky style scary games with you on holiday.
He has a maxi pad as a goatee. Ain't that the fucking truth?
Everybody. Oh shit.
There's one.
So, I'll do my best. There may be a few difficulties along the way. Maybe I need to get some extra grease from the kitchen to fix my attachments, but this should be a fun event.
Cyber.
A fun event regardless. Even if my mustache ain't exactly right. Holy shit. People are going nuts, of course. How you doing? That's right.
Yeah, but that would require
I'm
effort.
excited. Because in a minute, we're about to start playing Little Hope. Horror game that I've enjoyed.
This looks like it took no effort.
Lots of spooky, scary type stuff in that game. Give me the heebie-jeebies. Man. Let me
Look, it's about to fall off.
Oh, yeah.
And your facial features tend to melt off.
Yeah, it fills his own source of grease.
So,
I guarantee you that's what's keeping the wig on is the grease in his hair.
Because the camera, but once I get to actual gameplay, you will see it'll be fixed properly. This mustache.
Why don't you just tape it on?
Nice.
Yeah, double-sided tape. It's not like that beard ain't patchy enough.
You gotta make do.
Alright, pause.
You gotta make do with what you got in life. That's what.
I've got what I want out of that video. So we're gonna move on to the one that's really fucking funny. Give me a moment. Hold on.
Okay.
Go ahead. Sorry, I'm guerrilla styling this fucking. Go ahead, you can talk now. Go ahead.
So pretty much that night for Halloween, I pretty much dressed up as Freddy, passed out candy, which was pretty cool. I didn't have the hat, but I had the essentials. I had the glove, and I had, and I had the sweater, black pants, black shoes. I'm like, even without a fedora, I actually look like Freddy.
Yeah, and Freddy has not worn the fedora a number of times.
Right. Which I still have the gloves sitting like next to my bed too.
Alright, go ahead if you want to play this. Shoutouts to Ludwig World Order.
It's time for another good idea, bad idea. Good idea.
We're going to apply beard and moustaches. First of all, you make sure the skin is all clear. What we do is we put spirit gum on so that it actually is nice and even and it actually holds the beard in naturally. You just put on.
It's almost as glorious as mine.
Bad idea.
And
Oh, shit.
the fucking the sound effects.
Oh, shit. Chili, who died at 18. Good lord. And then...
The size movement.
I hoisted a big old butthole of the game. Oh, shit. I think we're good. Oh,
No, you're not.
They don't have their bearings. I don't know where the hell they're... Oh, shit.
Count how many times he says, oh shit.
Oh, shit. God damn it. Oh, shit. Holy shit. Oh, shit. Not everything. Oh,
Oh my
shit.
god.
Clocks go back. I'll talk about that.
It's, I was hanging on for dear life.
Get all kinds of plot now. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh, boy. Oh, shit. How long is this dang game? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Happy Halloween to you, Derek. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to give up on this dagnab beard here.
Oh shit.
Alright, that's it. That's all I can do. Hopefully it stays. Alright.
Nope.
God damn it. Look at that shit. Oh, no. Come on.
I can't hold on much longer.
Damn it. They might not want their children to feel the same as they did about their own parents. The child will only... No shit.
He dropped it.
Uh-oh, what's this? We already did the premonition. Which for the next thing... Oh,
Have you noticed how he's talking? He's trying to not open his mouth much.
We did everything in here.
Oh, yeah.
Everything in here.
Have you noticed that? He's almost like gone ventriloquist, Phil.
Shit.
He was a genuinely evil one.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
I give up on this dang thing.
This is a beard that just won't stay put.
Who is Cat Burnell?
That's correct.
Nice. Alright, hold on. Oh my god. Shoutouts to Ludwig. Shoutouts to Ludwig World
Big
Order.
ups.
Ah, god fucking damn it. Like I said, sorry about this, guys. I'm kind of going guerrilla style when it comes to my today's stream because I didn't have much time to set it up because I've been so fucked recently.
Should have shaved.
What?
Not JW says beard. You should have shaved.
You should have shaved. Oh god, but it's so fucking bad. Like it's so fucking bad.
It's falling apart more than his marriage.
Jesus.
So many beard drops. You should have went into dubstep.
Oh god.
Cyber, we love you.
I love you, Cyber. Thank you so goddamn much. Right, let me see if I can find this fucking Barry Burton one. And we can look at this Barry Burton one. Like Barry Burton is like it's not that hard to pull off, but
He even had
somehow
the best to do it.
yeah, he even has the vest. Alright. Give me a minute. Get this set up. Unfortunately, Phil doesn't have the bitchin' beard of Barry Burton, so, I mean, we've already lost one aspect of it. We've already lost one aspect. Alright, Declonius, if you would not mind pressing the play button. And skipping us ahead to the fucking thing, because I don't want to hear this fucker talk.
I was told about an hour left in the game, and it was actually 2.5 hours.
See if I can.
So we ended up basically doing costumes this year, Well, there's two reasons.
That is cheat.
The first reason is because you guys
Okay.
are very, very close in the voting of how you want
Pause.
to wear a costume this year. In fact, video.
Okay. First of all, Barry Burton does not. Barry Burton is one of the stars members from Resident Evil 1, and he also had his own game in Revelations 2, which was a fantastic game. Okay, first of all, Barry Burton doesn't wear sunglasses. He doesn't wear glasses. So there is that. So first of all, you know, fuck you. Second of all,
He's not that pale.
yeah, that's a second. All right, give me a second. I wanna before we continue onwards, I want to show two things. So first of all, this is Resident. Let me show you Barry Burton.
Stephen Fatgall as Barry Burton.
Stephen Fatgall. Okay, so this is Barry Burton. So first of all, Phil is missing. Okay, so this is Barry Burton. So first of all, Phil is missing the stars on his left arm. I guarantee you. Where the fuck did I put Phil?
Yeah, he doesn't have the stars patch.
Okay, Phil doesn't have the stars patch. I can immediately fucking tell you that right now. Second of all, it's more of a greyish than a white. Second of all, this looks like a goddamn body warmer. He looks more like Steven Seagal. Yeah, second of all, Barry doesn't have gloves like that. Like, again, like, it's easy to tell. Do you want to know who OB's Burton? Do you want to know who did a good Barry Burton? Give me a minute. But the cheapness of it was by design. If I can fucking find it.
You know, this could have been good if you put effort into it.
Phil, effort? You kidding me?
Right. Look what we're talking about here.
Oh, fuck's sake, Failus. Fuck, sorry about that, guys. Trying to. Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, there it is. Failus, yeah. Hopefully there's a fucking picture of him. See? Even Failus remembered to put the goddamn stars symbol on the right. He's way more closer. See? Even Failus knows how to put in effort. So shout out to the boy named Failus. Fuck. God. It's so bad.
So, ladies
Hold on. Give us a head again.
and gentlemen,
Cornelius.
Yeah.
Can you fuck, hold on.
thanks for being patient.
Oh, sorry, this is really fucking up. And Failus zipped it up, yeah.
So, ladies
Can you press play for me?
Of course. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, nothing's playing, it's fucked. Alright, so yeah, I mean, and I'm sure he has a fucking toy revolver. I'm fucking sure he does, as I'm sure he would.
Okay, Roxas says, as someone who will spend $300 to get clothes that look like human Mona from Royal, Phil is low effort.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, $300, Roxas? Really?
Yes, I'm sure Roxas would. But I mean, there's the reason why I've never done a costume on stream. I did it once for Persona 5, and I admit it was low fucking budget. That's the reason why I've never truly committed to it, because I want to make sure the costume's real fucking good.
I don't remember you being in costume for Persona 5.
I think it's actually on video.
Maybe, okay.
And then, like, what I can't remember. I know he played a number of games, but I also know he played Dino Crisis.
Yeah.
And
he skipped a few too.
Yeah, he skipped a few, but with Dino Crisis, I know for a fact he played that for Halloween last year and didn't actually got up to the T-Rex, and this time when he played it, he didn't even get up to that. Like, ugh.
Well, I remember that 30 to 40 minute break because he says that there was like, I don't know, at least 15 people in front of him for DSP tries it, and I'm like,
I don't blame him.
Okay, you couldn't just order something and have it delivered to you.
No, because again, that would require effort.
Well, my point is there is Grubhub. There's Uber Eats for a reason. If you want to do this dual sandwich thingy he was trying to do, and then they end up giving him the same sandwich.
Yeah. At the moment, I'm also trying to find his little rant on PC gaming. Morning, Lobster. I'm trying to find his rant on PC gaming. Fucking Nurgle told me about it, and I'm trying to fucking find it. Because he went on a rant that I nearly lost my shit over. It was fucking ridiculous. I don't get why he... Why didn't he just stick to one costume and perfect that? Why do two?
I don't have a clue, to be honest with you. Let's see. Philip says he skipped out on the marathon. Imagine getting paid to do a Halloween marathon only to skim out on doing list of games.
And that's why I don't do marathons. That's why I don't do marathons.
You wouldn't do one even for charity?
I do one for charity, but I'd commit to one game. Like what I did with StarCraft 2 and for the GoFundMe for Total Biscuit's widow. Like that's what I'd do. Because I know because he was a StarCraft 2 caster. But I guess we should make speculation. Like what retarded costume thing he's gonna do next year.
I think we were all thinking this year he would have like thrown shit at Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah, well, I know LSB thought that.
Which, if he wanted to do that, he had the red vest and stuff. He just needed like a black T-shirt and a wig.
But here's the thing. Here's the difference and reason why that would fail. Because Dr. Disrespect is clearly a character.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Whether it is the actual man himself turned up to 11, or if that is basically just a character. Like, Phil has no ground to stand on when critiquing Dr. Disrespect as a character, because Phil is a walking caricature. Like, Phil is everything he hates and more. He's just too self-absorbed to see it. And I never said there was anything wrong with marathons. It's just the reason I don't do them, because I'm one of those people who would put way too many games on a list, and I'd want to get as far as I can playing those games and probably complete them. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't like leaving games half finished.
Exactly. And there's so many hours in the day that sometimes you forget.
Oh, well, in my case, there is no hours in the day, just hours in the night.
Cyrus, I was hoping he would have dressed up as 50 Cent. It would have been hilarious to see Phil wearing a bulletproof vest,
Oh, yeah.
a do-rag, and fake tats.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I'm sure Phil would get away with putting on blackface. He'd just pull off the I didn't know any better card. Let's be fair here. Let's be fair. Phil would have done that. He'd get away with it. He'd get away with it. Wait, who's not acting? Phil or Dr. Disrespect? Because no, when I say that Phil is a walking caricature, as in like no, like that is who he is. He is a cartoon. Like Phil is a walking, breathing cartoon in of himself. Yeah, but unlike Phil, Kanye actually let him finish. It was just Phil's an idiot. Hello, I'm the more racially sensitive Mr. Popo. Bitch, what the fuck is this? Alright. I think one of the next things I want to talk about is something that people have already been talking about. And if we can get to the rant, I can get a link to the fucking rant that Phil went on talking about PC gaming. If someone could look that up as well for me while we're talking. The other thing I want to get to is Cyberpunk 2077 being delayed again. That was one thing I wanted to quickly touch on, because I have repeatedly said this multiple times. I agree with the old audit that a rushed game is bad forever, but a delayed game is good. Okay. Here's the thing, and the reason why I don't believe in this audit. The reason why I don't... and I turned around and said with Cyberpunk 2077, the first time they delayed it, they should never have given another release date. They should have said, we're delaying this indefinitely, and we will give you a release date when we are 100% sure that we can bring this out. We're like 2-3 more delays after that delay? And their stock prices dropped 25% because of all this. So, again, there's only so much you can blame on COVID. There is only so much you can blame on COVID. At this point, you can't blame it. I'm sorry, it's all on CD Projekt Red, and I'm gonna put this on screen while we're talking about Cyberpunk, though it's completely unrelated. So
while you're trying to find that, I want to get my thought out there for a minute that I had. I think I shared this with you. I think this was on the VGP. I shared this with you, but Cyberpunk's 2077 should have been next gen only.
Yeah, I've said that. It should have been.
Because if you have to dumb down a game when you have a new console coming out, you know, you're putting more stress on the dev team to make a cross-generational game.
Yep. Because they even cite one of the reasons it's got delayed is because they're having to work on 5 different versions of the game. Wait, no, it's more than that. 7. My apologies, they're having to work on 7 versions of the game.
7?
7. They have to work on 7 versions of the game because they've got to work on the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 4 Pro version. They have to work on the Xbox One and the Xbox One X version. They've got to work on the Xbox Series X/S version. They've got to work on the PlayStation 5 version, and they've got to work on the PC version.
I don't really understand who'd still have an original PS4 at this point, but okay.
And I read the devs didn't know that. No, they didn't know about the delay until everybody else did. That's 100% rump. The devs at CD Projekt Red didn't even do that.
And you know, it's like you said, if you have to delay something, don't announce a release date.
No, don't. Like, unless, because like this isn't just simple bug testing. They were still developing the fucking thing after the first delay. So no, unless it is general bug fixing. Unless it's general bug fixing and stuff, no, you shouldn't ever announce a release date. It's fucking stupid that this situation is still going on. Alright. Like I said, guys, if anybody wants to talk about anything that's got any of the topics we've been talking about, just go to the Discord, go into the waiting room, and we'll drag you in to give your thoughts. In fact, we'll open it up to discussion now. Phil's retarded costumes and Cyberpunk 2077.
And the invite's been posted again, so.
So if anybody wants to come in and give their thoughts on it, you're more than welcome. Opening up the calls. Right. We need to come up with a good now for this.
So anyway, while we're waiting for someone to come in, how's it feel being over 500 subs? Or in our case, 500 detractors?
Oh no! It's 500 insane. It's 500 inmates. It's 500 inmates in the asylum. It feels spectacular.
Oh, nice.
It feels spectacular to know I'm not alone.
And you're close to what? At least under 40 to 1,000 on your gameplay channel?
Yeah, on my gameplay channel, I'm currently on my Let's Play channel. I'm currently sitting at 961. And thank God I started uploading and scheduling all of the previous streams, which includes the replays of the Fire Emblem Three Houses Golden Deer playthrough.
Oh, how's that going?
Fine, it's actually going really well. Aside from having to readjust my strategies, because all of Batman is up now as well. Like all of the Batman hard mode streams are up now, and they'll be released over time.
Batman hard mode?
Yep, and I agree. I've said this before, Logan, and I'll repeat what you just said because it's a sentiment we both share. Cyberpunk 2077 will not be out until 2077. Alright, looks like we got someone who wants to come in.
Who?
Hello, you're on the Callie. How you doing, Callie?
Right. So,
How you doing, Calico? What did you want to share your thoughts on?
Can we hear him?
I heard him for a moment. Okay, while Callie is getting his microphone sorted, we're gonna bring in Michael. Michael, what's up, man? In the sound of silence. Well, Philip, to be fair, I curse all you motherfuckers out and you still pay me.
Let's see. Philip says my issue with DSP is the fact he manipulates and curses out his fan base, but expects them to pay him top dollar.
Alright, seems like Michael's not got his thing. Cal, it doesn't look like Callie had his mark. I was gonna bring in Callie to see if.
Trying to see if Cyber wants in, unless he left.
I don't think so. Yeah, Cyber's still here. But no, I mean, I was about to say Michael and Callie. I tried to bring them in. They weren't talking. Sorry, we'll try and get you in later if you can get your microphone sorted.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think the next one, outside that, is something you brought to my attention. I think it was yesterday, and it's the order. It's the order granted. So I'll just read this out. Order regarding the 5th of the 29th, 2020, 110.00 motion for default failure to plead. The foregoing have being considered by the clerk is hereby order granted. Short calendar results, automated mailing, scram. Sure, Phil would just love to scram at the moment. Notice has been sent to the underlying motion. The document may be signed or verified electronically, or basically, I think this what you said that this was is that the foreclosure is going through.
Pretty much, and mid-first has been let loose.
So mid-first has a superior court. So basically, what you're saying this is in fact, explain it for us because you got more knowledge on this than me.
Alright, so I found this through LSB. He posted it in his Discord, so I'm like, okay. He had said that the foreclosure is going through pretty much. So what that means, at least according to my opinion, mid-first has pretty much been given permission to go after Phil for the rest of the money owed on the Connecticut condo.
So in short, he would owe around about 100,000, right?
Oh,
No, not 100,000.
If it's valued at 60, he owes 100-ish. I think he owe 40, maybe.
Yeah, he
I
don't
remember.
Yeah, because I know he paid some of it off and then tried to fucking default on it.
Mm.
So if it's valued, they deduct whatever he's paid, and they'd go from current market value. I think they deduct what he's already paid, and he'd have to pay the remainder. I think that.
You might be right.
Maybe. Again, it's the worst thing is I honestly thought this was done. I honestly thought this was done and he had gotten away with it all. So I kind of pushed all of this out of fucking memory.
Let's see. Lobster says he would owe around $40,000 plus fees.
Yeah, so expect a lot of begging. Release the hounds.
That's all I was about to say. It's like versus Mr. Burns.
Honestly, I'm just glad that. Well, I'm not glad. Glad's the wrong word to use. It's refreshing to see that he's not going to get away with this.
Yeah, bankruptcy can't save you, Phil.
No, not entirely. It saved him from a lot of shit, but this clearly wasn't it because there's actually something tangible to go for him after.
Mm-hmm.
If this happens to be true, I should add the speculation to my mind.
Let's see. Philip says Mid-First Bank was biding their time, watching his streams behind the scenes, and bragging up how much money he was making.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't surprise me.
Do you think Mid-First actually watches?
You know what? The worst thing is, I wouldn't put it past them to have an investigation open on him.
Like they have just someone watching his streams.
Yeah, like here's the thing: conspiracy theorist in my head. This is $40,000. Like that. That to the average is nothing. Is not an amount to be sneezed at. Like you don't sleep on I don't care if you're a big bank or whatever. You don't sleep on 40,000.
Right.
You don't, especially if it's in a property that you purchased as a bank from another, and you're picking up that loan. Do you know what I mean? You gotta remember, MidFirst were not the original holders of the condo. It was another one. They bought out that debt.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, Roxa says, and yeah, he's more nervous about getting the PS5. I have several dozen games and a headset than this. Yeah, great point. Let's see, Lobster even says, anyone else think that he might be putting some of the vest money towards paying back MidFirst? That's possible.
Maybe.
It'd be smart if he did. Because he made over $27,000?
A ridiculous retarded amount.
Maybe close to 30K, so maybe if he puts back half.
I'm sure the trackers have a lot of evidence of all the 40 G's to be 4D chess to play fully. Yeah, like I said, I'll laugh at his situation, but it's not a situation I ask anybody to be in, because being in debt is like the fucking worst. I hate being in debt, whether it's from a small amount to a large amount.
Mm-hmm.
But again, and I said this before, it's his own fucking stupidity that got him into this situation. Fucking money does not last forever, unless you're Eminem. Then you got fuck you money forever.
If he didn't start Young Roxa says with W Champions he logs into. If he didn't start that game at all, he'd be fine.
To be fair, there's a lot of things we could turn around and say, if Phil didn't do X, he would be fine. There's a lot of things we could turn around and say that.
Okay.
If he didn't buy the fucking $250,000, if he didn't go and get the $250,000 house, Phil would be fine. Like, there's so many. If Phil had done X, he would be fine. Things that he's done in his life that is ridiculous.
Okay, then let me correct myself for a minute. He'd have more money than what he has now.
Yeah. I'm not looking forward to him being homeless. I've said this many a times. I don't agree with Phil going homeless.
Yeah, if you want him to be homeless, you really need help.
Like, I don't wish that. It's like there's certain things I don't wish, even on my unless you have done something incredibly fucking heinous. There's very few things I wish on people. Like, the reason why I don't wish homelessness on Phil is because he hasn't done anything to me. He has taken advantage of stupid people. Okay, straight up, he's taken advantage of stupid people. He hasn't done anything personal to me, so I don't wish homelessness on him. Right? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like I've turned around and said once before. I don't wish cancer I don't wish cancer on anybody, because I know what that can do. I would only wish it on someone who is incredibly heinous, like a John Wayne Gacy or a fucking, you know, those kind of irrehensible human beings who the world would be, who the world would benefit from them no longer being here. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yes I do. So pretty much your notorious serial killers throughout history.
Yeah, like those kind of people. But I do not wish homelessness on Phil. I want Phil to be humbled. I have said I want the Iron Sheik to come and humble this man. I've said this. This has been my most consistent thing. I want this man to be humbled. And I agree, Philip. I do agree, but that's why I say I want him to be humbled.
Yes, we want him to grow up.
Pretty much.
I mean, whatever life changes him and his mother talked about last year, we haven't really seen any of them at all, and we don't even know what they were, if any. People are saying, and oh, the divorce saga's next. I'm like, I don't think you even want to wish that on Phil, would you?
What, him getting divorced?
Yeah.
Hey, if that's what she wants, she ain't getting shit out of him though.
Let's see. Philip says the solution was him paying payments to the bank to keep them off his back. He could have called them up and be like, "Yo, listen, mid-first, let's make a deal here."
That's possible. Alright, I found the... Give me a second. I found... There it is! Found it! Found it.
What, the PC rant?
Yeah, I found the PC rant. Right, I need you to skip over to... because now it's time for you guys to see me lose my shit. I need you to skip to 1 minute.
Okay, is it in the watch?
Yeah,
okay.
it's in the watch together. Alright, time for me to lose my fucking mind.
Good stuff. Say 98 times.
Oh, I skipped too far.
Network the PCs in my parents' home.
Yeah, you did.
I'll come back, do DSP tries it, and then we can continue on with the marathon.
There we go.
Okay. Pretty exciting. All right. So good stuff, my friends. All right, let's move on now to news. So the only other thing I want to talk about is, every once in a while people ask me, Phil, why don't you play games on PC? Phil, I don't understand. You have a PC. PCs are great for gaming. Why don't you play games on your PC, Phil?
Pause for a sec.
Oh, man. Well, let me tell you.
I only said pause for a second because I'm gonna switch for a second. This is gonna be a rough one. This one is going to be fucking... Alright, go ahead, you can press play.
I don't play games on PC because I hate PC. I'm just completely biased against PC for some odd reason. I hate it. I hate people who play games on PC. I am just a very biased, idiotic individual, right? There's no legitimately good reason why I would ever be against playing games on PC.
Awesome.
All right. So here's...
Okay, I honestly think he's being genuine there. I don't, because apparently he's joking there. I don't believe he's joking there. I genuinely think he fucking hates PC and PC gamers. I'm fucking convinced. Go on.
So here's the truth of the matter. I used to actually be heavily into PC.
Bollocks.
Right? In the 2000s, I used to build custom PCs for myself.
Bollocks.
All components online, motherboards, RAM, graphics card, processor, all that
Bullshit.
shit. And I would build them myself.
Bullshit.
Probably 4 different PCs.
He had those PCs built for him. He didn't build them.
Over the course of the 2000s. I used to network the PCs in my parents' home. And I used to have
Bullshit.
over, and we would play games like Unreal Tournament 1 and 2.
That took you a while.
We would jump on together and play in the same party together.
Took him a fucking long minute there to tell us he played Unreal Tournament 1 and 2. But no, I'm sorry. If you... Okay. Oh, thanks, Roxas. I greatly appreciate knowing you hate me. Here's the thing. If he built PCs back in the day, then why did he seem like such a fucking caveman who'd stumbled across a goddamn iPod when he was sent his new PC where he nearly broke it? Okay.
Which one? Which one? The iBuy Power?
The one they near enough brought the top off of.
I'm trying to remember which one.
Here's the thing. My point is, building PCs has not fundamentally changed in forever. Since the 2000s, building PCs has not changed so much that you would not know how to build one in the modern day.
Even a blind monkey could build one.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
could do it for cheap too.
But here's the thing. But that's besides the point. My point is, okay, the CPU still goes in the same place it does as it did back then. The RAM still goes in the same place it did back then. The only thing, yeah, the only thing that has dramatically changed since then is connections from no, it's not IBM. The connections, it moved from one format to SATA connection. And the older connections were long ribbon cables with multiple pins. Like now it's SATA cables. But that is fundamentally the only thing that has changed in PC gaming. Like as far as building a PC rig. So if he's turning around saying that he built them back in the 2000s, he should be able to build one now. But I don't even think this man knows how to operate a toaster.
Now I remember having to hook up like a network card to the computer, hooking up all those pins and all that stuff. It's not hard.
No, it isn't. It isn't. But it's Phil. Go ahead.
Alright. It was super fun. I enjoyed it as a hobby and as a way to game back then. Okay? But admittedly, it was expensive because if you wanted the high-end components of the best stuff, it was pretty pricey. And it was risky because whenever you build a PC, there's high potential for something to not work right, to go wrong. There's a lot of troubleshooting involved.
Pause.
Essentially, the reason that I don't like PC...
Okay, so first of all, he's not wrong about it being pricey. Okay? He's not wrong. But I feel like we're entering a plateau where I think we've reached the height of where PC parts are going to cost. I think we've hit that ceiling now, and I don't think they're gonna get as more expensive. You'll have the outliers, like if Nvidia decide they wanted to break two like 3090s together and sell it for like $3,000, like that will be the exception. But I think we've now hit like a plateau on how much PC gaming PC equipment is going to cost. Okay,
like we've hit that walls to where like okay, that this is what it's going to cost, and that's pretty much it.
Pretty much, like
with a few exceptions.
Yeah, the 2080 is only I think like 1,500 or something. Actually, I think it's 1,000. The 2080. I think the 3080 is 1,000. I think the 3090 is 1,500. But that's my point. Now, as far as things not working, no, that is never a fucking issue. Things never fucking working is never a fucking issue unless you fucked up. Okay? So when you buy a motherboard, okay, it will tell you what socket is supported. So for example, if you bought a motherboard and it says that it supports going back, I'm old school now, but an AM3 Plus socket, you would know that an FX8350 would work on said motherboard. And that would only be the chipset that would be available for it. No other chipset would work on it. And if you have half a brain, you would realize this. They also tell you what RAM is supported and what RAM is supported by overclocking it. Hence why I have RAM that's only supported by overclocking because I overclock my motherboard. Okay. Then you have power. Okay, so the CPU takes this much power. The motherboard, the fucking all this shit takes this much power. I'm gonna need this much CPU. I'm gonna need this much power supply. No, there is no margin of things to go wrong. If troubleshooting exists, it's because you fucked up. Not because the PC hardware or the software fucked up. It's because you fucked up a majority of the time.
Let's see. Roxas says, keep in mind he still runs his laptop and computer still on Windows 8. Yeah, why isn't he upgraded?
Idea.
I mean, he could have gotten a free upgrade.
He could have.
And I think he claimed that Windows 10's either too hard to operate with or...
Ah, the fuck that! Fuck you, fuck that, it isn't.
Plus, most games, I think today do require Windows 10 64-bit.
Well, good luck with Akumura then, Ian. But no, fuck, he's talking way out of his fucking ass. Alright, go ahead.
PC gaming is because I'm a content creator. If I were just doing this for myself, and I were just playing games for myself, I probably wouldn't care if every once in a while I go to boot up my PC and a game doesn't work properly on it, or the PC's not, oh god, something got to troubleshoot now. But the thing is, I'm a content creator, alright? Every day I turn on a stream for you guys, a worldwide audience of hundreds, usually hundreds, sometimes more, sometimes less, right? But typically, I need to have something that's consistent and that actually works, right? Every day when I turn on my console, I'd say 98 times out of 100, because there is that very small percentile of failure rate, but 98 times out of 100, my console works. So I can play a game on my PS4, my Xbox One. Hell, to this day, today we'll be playing a game on PS3, and that shit still works. And that stuff's old as hell, and it still works.
Sounds like shit, though.
That says something for the consistency of a game console. And again, not to say that game consoles don't have issues. My God, the Xbox 360 was a perfect case for how game consoles can be just as frustrating, if not more frustrating than a PC. Because if your Xbox 360 red rains, you're fucked. You can't just open it up and replace a component. You're fucked. That console is shot. You have to either send it in for professional repair or buy a new one, right? So, the point I'm making here is it's all about consistency. And when I game on a console, I usually get consistency. I can boot up my console and trust that every day my equipment will work. And albeit outside of a few caveats here or there where there is an issue and I can't stream because of something going on and we fix it relatively quickly, I can stream every day, no problem, right? Fair enough, right? By the way, I see a lot of people are contributing today. I am going to give shout-outs, don't worry.
Oh, God.
Shout-out segment here. I appreciate all you guys contributing here for the Halloween event. Thank you for that. All right. So anyway, the reason I'm bringing all this up, first of all, my PC is outdated. My PC I bought, I want to say it was in 2015, but the more I think about it, I actually think I bought this PC in the late summer of 2014.
That's a you problem.
I tried using my existing PC, and it was working for the capturing and streaming I wanted to do, but then all of a sudden it had issues where it wasn't turning on properly anymore.
Yeah, that's a you problem.
When you have issues like that, I was like, that's bad. I need to do something quickly and drastically, because I can't not have a PC that won't turn on. You know, I got to do something. So at that point, I got a pre-built PC, and of course, everyone made fun of me, even though I went by all the guidelines that all of my viewers and fans were telling me to use to buy a pre-built PC. I bought exactly the specs that I was told to get, and then it shows up, and everyone made fun of me saying that I bought a lemon, which is hilarious, because this is what everyone does. They just want to fucking...
No, you did buy a lemon.
Prod and poke at me and make fun of me instead of actually, actually be, kind of along for the ride with me. The PC is great, by the way. And the reason I say that is it's been running consistently at this point now for about 6+ years. And outside of maybe one or two glitches here along the way, it's consistently worked. I've played some games on it, not a lot, but I've played some games on it every once in a while. A Halloween event, people want to see a horror game on PC or something, and we do it, and it works, okay? So I can't really complain. It's just that the problem that I really have with PC gaming is that everything I do is on one PC. I don't have a dual PC setup. I've never been able to afford a high-end dual PC setup. So because of that, I can't capture and stream from one PC and play the game on the other. You know what I mean? Like one PC bear the load of the game, and the other...
That's a lie. That's already a straight up fabrication. Like, he's straight up lying. You know why he's lying?
Why?
Because he does have a dual setup. What does he
I think you do.
No.
I think you do too, don't you?
I do, and I know we'll get to this point in a moment. But he does have a dual setup. Because what does he capture his consoles on?
PC.
His laptop.
Mm-hmm.
So if his laptop can capture PC, it can capture his console gaming. He can. This motherfucker could easily switch out the HDMI from his graphics card, put it into the Elgato, and then have the output going from the Elgato to his fucking monitor, and boom, PC streaming right there. So he is straight up talking out of his fucking ass. Like, right out. I can now no longer discern the difference between his face and his ass at this point. Because he's talking so much shit.
And plus, when you have a PC that's like 6 years old, you either want to update it with parts or just buy a new one.
Yeah, but Phil doesn't like to, again, just self-serving my own fucking ego. Unlike Phil, unlike me, he doesn't like to put money into his setups or his streaming. But no, he's totally talking it out of his fucking ass. He could easily do what I just said. And he'd be able to stream on PC. But we'll be getting to that in a moment, actually, because there's something else that he's going to mention. Go ahead and play.
Other PC capturing and streaming. Now, excuse me. The truth of the matter is, if Twitch TV allowed a higher bitrate of streaming, I might not have this issue at all. Because right now, when I stream on Twitch, I'm streaming at about 6,500 kilobits per second, and I'm capturing for YouTube at about 9,000 kilobits per second. If you actually watch my gameplay back on YouTube versus the live stream on Twitch, chances are, if you're watching on the highest quality, it actually will look better than my live stream on Twitch.
Oz.
Really, it's because of these annoying limitations.
Okay, first of all, that streaming number is completely fucking arbitrary. Okay, the reason why Twitch does not allow people to stream over a certain amount of bitrate is, has anybody seen that episode of The Simpsons where Mr. Burns is diagnosed with every single disease on the chart, and the doctor says that he has Three Stooges syndrome, where all the viruses are trying to get through the fucking door at once?
I've never. I don't think I have.
Ah, fuck. I'll bring it up. Give me a second. Okay. No, this isn't just early YouTube. This is no. He's bitching about modern day YouTube, Lobster. He's bitching about modern day YouTube. Okay.
Oh no, Lobster. It's the same reason he won't have a green screen until next year.
Okay.
I can explain.
Here we go.
Here's the door to your body, you see? And these are oversized.
Now, I want you all to imagine that bit, those little, No, we'll be getting into that. Just bear with me. Just bear with me, Lobster. I'll be getting to that point in a moment. If you look at all of those little things he just put on the table, imagine that all of those are people who try to stream at such a higher bit rate.
Novelty germs. That's influenza, that's bronchitis, and this cute little cuddlebug
It's
is
DSP.
cancer.
Yeah.
Here's what happens when they all try to get through the door at once.
So imagine that's every streamer, right?
Imagine that is every streamer right now on Twitch trying to fucking stream at like 9,000 to 10,000 bit rate. That's what's gonna happen. It's going to fucking clog the system.
It does make sense.
Move it, shout ahead.
That right there is what would happen. Phil wants to be able to stream at 9,000 bit rate. Why? I have no fucking clue. But that's what Phil wants. Okay? And he's already streaming at 6,500. First of all, that's unnecessarily large. Because I think the recommended for 1080p 60 is like 4,000. 4,500. That's what I run at. Okay? So, that's the reason why they don't do it, Phil. You fucking retard. Second of
And you
all,
get a consistent frame rate, right?
and I keep a consistent frame rate. Second of all, there's another reason why you don't want to stream at a high bit rate like that. And it's one of the reasons I stream on YouTube as well. Some people can't handle that high bit rate because Twitch doesn't allow people to change the quality on their fucking video player. So when you're streaming at 1080-60, not everybody can stream. Not everybody can view it at that higher quality because they don't allow you to lower the quality. Alright, and in that regard, if people can't view it because it's buffering all the fucking time, you lose viewers. I've had that happen.
Mm-hmm.
It fucking kills me. Second of all, as far as how much he is recording at. Okay, so when I go into my editing software and I render a video at 1080, at 1080-60 in my editing software, the recommended bitrate for the video, or what it will render it to, is 27,000 kilobits per second. Or basically 27 megabytes per second. Okay? He is recording at 9,000. There's a reason why his videos sometimes look like potatoes. Because he is recording the videos at too low a bitrate. When I record my videos, I record them at 30,000. So that there's a bit of leeway for when it's compressed by the editing software.
Does it take longer?
It
if
does
you're at a higher rate.
Well, no. Okay, so yes, it does. It does. Rendering takes longer when it's encoding at a higher bitrate. So like 1080p 60 will take longer than 1080p 30 when editing to render.
Or 720-60.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Okie dokie. Oh, and hello, Amy.
Hello, Amy.
Twitch lays out that I have to encode twice every time that I capture and stream a game. And because of that, it doubles the load on my PC. So now trying to play a game while I'm capturing at one quality and then broadcasting it at another quality is incredibly taxing on this PC. So
that's also dictated by your bitrate, dumbass.
And I tried to play certain games and stream them. They look choppy as shit. And everyone laughed at me and said, ha ha ha, Phil bought a lemon. No, I didn't. My PC's great. Like I said, it's lasted me 6 years with relatively no problems at all. It's definitely not the fault of the PC. It's the fault that I have to encode at two different qualities. And also, let's be honest here, the other way to do stuff is, people say, use shadow play or use these third-party applications.
You mean like OBS?
And every time I've tried to do it, it either didn't work or it ended up being less quality than what I do now. And the last thing I ever wanted to do was take a hit in quality. Like shadow play, at one point I tried to do it and the file sizes were ginormously astronomically huge.
Pause.
I was like, dude.
That's because shadow play gives you uncompressed videos, basically, in a sense. It's giving you one-to-one quality, dumbass. It isn't lower quality. The file size... oh, great, yo, shit, bitch. No. Shadow play gives you its full quality. That's the reason why the goddamn videos are so large. Like, for fuck's sake, I kid you not. Give me a minute. Let me give you guys an accurate fucking detail. Let me give you guys an accurate fucking number. Okay. I feel like I've got to. Give me a minute.
It's like trying to push Boogie through a door.
God damn, that's harsh. And true. Right. So, okay, so here we go. My last Fire Emblem stream is currently sitting at 7 hours, 53 minutes, and 58 seconds at 1080p 60.
Oh, you can get 1080p 60 through the Switch?
Yes, you can, docked.
Okay.
No, not 60, but that's what it's recorded at. But it will be 30 frames per second once I've rendered it. Once I've rendered it, sorry.
Okay.
And that bitrate is 29,999. That is currently at 100 gigabytes.
Wow.
That's 100 gigabytes. That is essentially what Shadowplay is trying to give him. Because it's trying to give him full quality. But Phil don't want full quality. Phil does not believe in quality. And, you know, he turns around and says, oh, we're using these third-party softwares. What the fuck is OBS then? What the fuck is OBS if not third-party? Alright, go on.
How much storage space am I going to use doing this? And it's going to take forever to upload these videos to YouTube, so I just kind of never did. I just go with the
No, it doesn't.
the regular stuff.
It doesn't, actually.
So, that being said, maybe one day Twitch will upgrade their limitations, and I could stream above 6,500 kilobits per second. I would love to do that. I would do it right now if I could. I would
Pause.
do it at 9,000. Seriously, that would.
Told you, if I could do it at 9,000, I would. Do you want to know why he wants to do that? Do you want to know why he specifically wants that?
Sure.
So we can just export the streams over to his YouTube channel.
Makes sense.
It makes sense, but it also shows how lazy he wants to be. Like, he, by his own admission and his own fault, is recording the streams to upload them. He just wants to export the streams to YouTube.
To double dip. If Phil's not the definition of lazy, I don't know what is.
I don't know.
Let's see. Roxas says also Phil wants consistency, yet he doesn't hate the full potential of the pro. He scams his viewers.
Yeah. I'd also like to point out that he's going to bring up the fact that you can't stream and record. He's going to bring up the whole audit again. You can't stream and record off a singular PC. I'd like to just to point out that I can.
Exit out.
On
him, not you.
Immediately, massively lower the load on my PC, and it would allow me to probably play PC games. It would allow me to stream at 1080p 60 frames per second, and in this next console generation, you guys would immediately see a benefit on my streams of the video quality being better. But until they allow that, there's really nothing I can do about it, alright? So why am I talking about all of this? Because I wanted to play, well, you guys nominated Scream Fortress 2. Alright? Scream Fortress 2. Not Team Fortress 2. Scream Fortress 2, which is the Halloween event that they do every year in Team Fortress 2 on PC. So, I really like Team Fortress 2. I certainly haven't played the game in a million years, but I played it when it was part of the orange box over a decade ago, and then I played it again on PC a few times over the years. I think the last time I actually played it was like 2014. Okay? So, now, I've decided, let's do it. Why not? Now's the time. I haven't played the goddamn thing in a million years. Let's do it. Okay? So, I download the game because I own it. I still own it via Steam. I download the game.
because it's free, dumbass.
And everything looks good. I go to boot it up. The game does boot. It says loading. And then, the game crashes. Oh, shit. I try it again. The game boots. Game crashes. Son of a bitch.
Pause.
Now here's the thing.
I don't know how many of y'all know this, but who wants to take a fucking wild guess on why, just why Team Fortress 2 did not open for him? I'm sure some people will know. If you know, don't spoil it. But is there anybody who can take a wild guess on why this didn't work for him? And put it in the chat and tell me. I know why. And I was horrified to know why. No. No, Lobster, you're wrong. Team Fortress 2 is updated for him.
Let's see, we got a
Let's
few
continue.
guesses in here.
Let's continue.
Okay.
You might argue, well, you're going to play a PC game, you should update your drivers, you should do this, do that. I have not had to do that in years. Like you guys have seen over the past several years, I've played games on PC and everything, and I've never really had an issue with any of it. Even I think last year, wasn't that game Visage or whatever? I played a horror games and stuff. I played all these games. I didn't have an issue. I was able to just immediately download, play the game, no problem on PC. So I don't know why Team Fortress 2 was any different, but it just wouldn't work. Now, last night, I had so much shit to do. I had to install a bunch of games for today. I had my costume I was trying on, all this stuff I was doing. I just didn't have time to troubleshoot Team Fortress 2 last night. Okay? But I did post up on Twitter on purpose to say, hey guys, let me know what do you think I should do to try to fix this issue. And basically I got 3 answers. Number 1, uninstall and reinstall the game. Number 2, update all the updates on your PC. And number 3, update your graphics drivers. And if those 3 things don't fix it, there ain't nothing you can do. Okay? So, me thinking, I'm going to do the most likely thing here is that my graphics driver is massively outdated. I probably
Pause!
had it for years. And I didn't. I actually went to look at it.
Pause! Read that! Nearly fucking 4 years of graphics drivers.
How do you go 4 years without updating any of your drivers? How? How is that possible?
4 fucking years. I dread to think what his Windows updates look like. How can one man be so irresponsible and retarded?
This shocks me. No, actually, it doesn't. Let's see, Lobster. Remember, too, you disable automatic updates on his computer. Dante almost sounds like Angry Joe 4 years.
Go on.
Okay.
My driver was from 2016. So a 4-year-old graphics driver never updated, right? So, what did I do? I updated it. And it updated it to 2018. So what's hilarious is the driver update, the automatic driver update, only updated it to a graphics driver from like 2.5 years ago instead
If
of
it doesn't work, I quit. Fuck
least I
it.
guess
What a
it is an
bitch.
Alright? But then I went to boot the game, Team Fortress 2, and both of my screens went to a black screen, which is weird because I have dual monitor set up and the game's only supposed to show up on one monitor. And stayed locked at a black screen, didn't work at all. Said, okay, well that's not good. I couldn't even get out of the game. I tried, alt-tabbing, control-alt-deleting, nothing. Couldn't get out of the game. I was locked in the game. So I had to manually restart via my PC, tower. Has a restart button on it. And once it restarted, which quite frankly, I'm glad I restarted it anyway because it gives a nice fresh take on everything today, right? It refreshes everything in the system memory. I got everything else going up. I booted it again, and it worked. Okay? Now, this does not mean that when I go to play the game later that we're not going to have issues. All right? There may be issues with frame rate. There may be issues with a lot of factors. But the game runs. So at the very least, I'll be able to play Team Fortress 2 today. But when I capture it and stream it, it may look like duty. All right?
And that's because of your PC.
But I will do my best. I'm going to be playing it in 1080p. And I'm going to try to capture it and stream, native. And we'll see what happens. I hope it runs good. I like Team Fortress 2 a lot, and now I haven't played it in so many years that I'm probably going to enjoy. I'm probably, first of all,
and he got bullied.
But I like the variety of classes in the game. I always found it super fun. You got the heavy, who's a machine gun with a tank with a lot of HP, but then you got the freaking soldier who doesn't have a lot of HP, but he's a fucking.
Rest in peace, soldier.
The scout. I just like the variety.
He got fucking tortured on Team Fortress 2.
It's good stuff. I really always liked Team Fortress 2. So, it should be exciting to play it today for the first time in many, many years. In fact, the Steam told me the last time I booted it was 2014. I actually find that hard to believe.
I
It's been
do.
6 fucking years since I played Team Fortress 2. It has been? That's crazy to me. I'm actually curious. Will Team Fortress 2 have a holiday event? Because if so, if this goes well today, if we play this today and it's fun, and you guys like it too, like I'm sure I'm going to have fun, but if you guys like it and it looks good, or at least runs decently, maybe they'll have a holiday event for Christmas, and maybe we'll do it in a Christmas marathon too. I don't know. But let's see what happens. I'm excited for Team Fortress 2 today. But the point is, do you see the difficulty in playing something on PC versus just playing it on a console?
No!
See the difference? The point I try to make?
No!
I'm not anti-PC. I used to be a PC guy. I used to build PCs. I was all
Bullshit!
PCs. But the day I became
Axe the doubt, please.
all right.
I want X's in chat.
I always found that it was massively easier and more reliable and more consistent to do things on a console than it was on a PC. And by the way, I used to actually use my PC before I did direct capture. I did full playthroughs of games on PC. I played Skyrim on PC. I played Witcher 2 on PC.
And you brought your keyboard.
Quite a few games, full playthroughs on PC. In every game, I had problems. Like, I don't think I've ever did a playthrough like that didn't have issues. Do you remember how bad Skyrim was on PC at launch?
Do you remember how bad it was on console at launch?
That game was so full of bugs. Remember the dragons that would fly out of the sky that looked like purple silly putty? Like a deformed, melted Barney?
No, but I remember backwards flying dragons on PlayStation 3.
So...
Alright, so next time we pause, I've actually got a question.
Certainly, if you're someone who plays games on PC consistently, good on you, because you probably have way more patience than I do. All I wanted to do was play a game that's 13 years old, and I had to jump through hoops to get it to work on my PC. So,
Pause.
Anyway, I digress.
Bitch, I couldn't play it. You know what? Fuck it. Let me show you. Let me show you. I will show you me playing a game right now.
Alright, so while you're showing that, I've actually got maybe a bit of a question for you.
Sure.
So with his drivers, is it mainly the OS that needed updating?
It was everything. It was fucking everything.
Like would Windows 10?
I'm sure
would having Windows 10 help him?
No, it wouldn't have, because it was a case of his graphic card drivers were not updated in 4 years.
Well, if they're only updating. Well, if the latest update was to 2018, then that means...
No, it wasn't. The latest update was... Give me a minute. The latest update... Okay, come on, fucking work. I'm having connection issues. Okay, well no, I can tell you right now, the last drivers update was only like a couple of days ago for Watch Dogs Legion.
Oh, no, I'm talking about his stuff, not yours.
And what I'm telling you is he had not updated it since 2016. Right, so he's talking about a 13-year-old game. Fuck it, I'm gonna go back in time. I'm gonna boot up a much older game. Just bear with me. Let me find it. Where the fuck is it? I think this is it. Let me quickly just for you guys just show you me booting up an older game.
Alright, while you're doing that,
Look at that! Silent Hill 2 up. Like there's a small update. Thank you very much. And I'll just restart the game because it's giving me some new updates. But look at this! Silent Hill 2 booted up immediately. No fucking issues. And this is a much older game. A much older game than Team Fortress 2. And I ain't got no fucking issues. See? Would you fucking look at this? I think my point has been made. No, he probably doesn't. But my point remains. I didn't have issue booting up a much older game than Team Fortress 2.
Harry, could you really be in this town?
No, I'm not gonna lie, controlling this is just as bad as I thought it would, as I remember it being. And good God Almighty. Tank controls with the arrow keys. But I think my point has been made.
It's thoroughly been made.
In fact, what's even funnier is let me see, I might be able to go even further back. Fuck it, let's go even further back. Let's go with my executable for this game. Let's go even fucking further back. Let's see how many people let's see how many people start crying at the feels in chat in a second. Hopefully this does boot up, because this has before, but I haven't touched it in a while. Hold on. I'm actually having a bit of issue here. I haven't booted this up in a while. Well, I'm currently eating crow on that statement. But no, what my point is I could play a much older game. Like, much older. But right now it seems to have frozen a bit. Do you mind just reading out chat while I'm getting this to work?
Your point still stands, but yes. Let's see.
Yeah. I give it less time than that. Bear with me. Alright, go ahead. No, don't start the video. Don't start the video.
Oh, sorry.
No, I just clicked off just so I can fix some stuff.
I thought you told me to unpause for a minute.
Okay, that might have cleaned it up. Give me a second.
Let's see. Lobster says I just started Chrono Trigger on my PC while you were talking.
Yep, I can start Chrono Trigger on my PC.
I didn't even know Chrono Trigger was on PC.
Yep. Well, what do you reckon I played it on? Like, I played when I did my Let's Play of Chrono Trigger. It was the PC version because it comes with the anime cutscenes as well, and it is glorious. It's so glorious.
Oh, good point, Roxas. He hates games that only relies on consoles as it's easy. This is a man who will whine at a hard game, but bitch at an easy game.
Yeah.
Ramirez helped Dante out.
Ramirez, get this man an update.
Ramirez, diagnosis PC.
Ramirez, come and troubleshoot. Fuck me, the Ramirez quotes are fucking back. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, I mean, everything he says. Like, here's the thing, and I've always been blatantly obvious. I've always been fair. He's not wrong about the reliability of consoles. The problem is they break down a lot easier. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They also have lesser performance. In case of the PlayStation 3, it is really fucking obvious. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And not only in that, but there's also the goddamn problem that some older games are just harder to run on consoles because it's harder to capture for them.
At least with PC, you can do that. And if you have to diagnose your PC, you can just replace a simple part compared to the whole console.
Exactly.
So, like, let's say your graphics card goes out, get a new graphics card.
Alright, there we go. Okay, I think it was just a case of something wasn't just right. Wait a minute, because it's currently diagnosing. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a game from 1999 running on my PC.
Oh, good point, Lobster. Let's see. Lobster, when you're buying a console, you're buying a PC from 2 years ago. Good point.
Pretty much. Like, and I would just like to point out, this is not the GOG version. This is actually this is my original version.
Did you ever play this yet for your Let's Play?
Not yet.
You going to?
Planning on it. Just getting to it is it's just the journey of getting to it. Give me a minute, I need to reopen chat. But my point is, he's talking about a game from 13 years ago. I can play a game from fucking 21 years ago. And I only had one little issue, and it's because probably my PC's been running all day. So I don't want to be hearing that bullshit from Phil. Yeah, and then you got load times as well. Like, there's many caveats to console games. I'm playing on console, that's the issue. Like, and the thing is, one thing as well is, the only thing for PC games is the fact that some games are just really incompatible, and that's mainly the problem with the game itself. Because PC hardware and software is ever evolving. Console is very much stuck in the present.
Mm-hmm.
So again, he can take all his bullshit and shove it up his ass. No, fuck it. Shall I go one more? Shall I show one more? As an example of how full of shit Phil is.
If it'll boost your ego even more, then go ahead.
Yay. Oh, it'll definitely boost my ego. It will, because this is one of my favorite games of all time. Once the thing is updating.
So, like, when you were playing San Andreas on PC, you had the unlocked frame rate, and then the unlocked frame rate would, I wouldn't say broke the game, but it kind of messed with the game's code, I guess, if I'm right.
Yeah, and that's because it's coded for PC at 5 frames per second.
Mm-hmm.
So here,
So you're at, like, what, 120, I think?
There you go. This is one of my favorite games of all fucking time, and it's a really old PC as well. I wonder who can gather which one this is. Yeah, Tony Hawk, American Wasteland.
Oh, this is a good one.
One of my favorite games of all time. No fucking joke. I I actually see American Wasteland as one of my favorite fucking games of all time. The only problem with this game is the PC controls are a fucking cancer. Like, I'm not fucking kidding. They're fucking awful.
And there wasn't such a thing as controller support back then.
No, there is.
There is?
I think I can, yeah. But my point stands, right? You can see it.
Yes.
It's visible. Bill is full of shit. You can get older games to work. There are some games that are just really fucking hard to get working. Like Scarface, The World Is Yours. I will fully fucking admit that is one of the worst PC ports I've ever fucking dealt with. There are some games that are just fucking awful in general because of poor fucking work on them. Like Saints Row 2. But he can talk all that shit he wants. He's talking shit.
Chris, we're pretty much saying that. Let's see. Chris says the unlocked frame rate can cause animation sequences to finish before the actual animation, so you get strange things like dying on fences.
Yep, I had that. I've got it on video of that happening to me. She's not wrong. That can happen. I died specifically, and like I said, I've got it on video in my San Andreas playthrough. It was the one where you have to break onto the tanker or the container ship. I was climbing up on one of the containers. I got up and then just suddenly dropped dead.
Ooh.
So yeah. All right. Okay, we're nearly done here, guys. For today, we got one last thing to talk about, and that would be the PlayStation 5 news that Darkonius wanted to talk about. So, Darkonius, do you want to say this?
Yeah, I got a couple of things. So, first thing, if you have not pre-ordered a console on day one, do not expect to find it in store. Because, okay, so let's see. Launch day sales will be online only this year, so please plan ahead. Let's see here. I think this was according, to Sony executive Jim Ryan. So let's see. Years upon us, in the interest of keeping our gamers, retailers, and staff safe amidst COVID-19, today we're confirming that all day of launch sales will be conducted through the online stores of our retail partners.
So if you want to buy a console, you have to do it through the online.
And you might want to beat the bots to it first, because they might be hunting again.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, and I think this is smart.
It's smart, but like sure as shit really makes you wish COVID wasn't around. Because, like, honestly, this has been one of the worst examples of scalpers I've ever heard of.
Even worse than the Switch.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when you have a pre-order for, I think
$2,000.
Oh, no, there was one for $5,000. A pre-order. It's not a tangible object.
That was the promise of an object.
Let's see. Lobster says blame the WTO for that.
WTO?
Let me see if I can look what
Do you
is.
know who I blame for it? Do you want to know who I solely blame for it? I don't blame the World Health Organization. No, do you know who I blame? Do you know who I blame? I blame every motherfucker I see every time I go out to town, walking around without a fucking mask, just coughing around.
Oh, yeah.
That's who I fucking blame.
Or wearing their mask improperly.
Yeah. I shit you not.
Wow.
I've gone to town multiple fucking times. I've gone to my town multiple fucking times. There is, I would say if I'm going to put a ratio on it, it's about 2 to 10. 2 out of 10 people, probably less than that, are wearing masks. You know what? 2 out of 20, there you go. 2 out of 20 people are wearing masks. And people wonder why this shit's still fucking spreading. Because you've got retards who don't want to wear a mask, who just don't give a shit about the human beings. Yeah, but the problem is Lobster didn't ask for your evidence that they were covering it up.
Like, what people don't understand is that COVID still runs the world.
Yep.
Like, with the pre-order situation, you can blame, Sony and the retailers up to a certain point. I mean, really, the retailers are maybe half to blame for them releasing the pre-orders early when they weren't supposed to.
Yep. I'll go one step above. I blame the fucking people who work in the place as well. Like, I've got multiple stores in my town as well who, they've got hand sanitizer at the door, and they'll they'll have a sign saying wear a mask, but people will walk in without masks in the cut, and the fucking people who work there won't say shit.
They'll still let them in. Wow.
Yeah, they'll still let them in. Like, it boggles my fucking mind.
And most stores that I've been to aren't built to keep people 6 feet away, especially if you're in like little tiny aisles at the grocery store. Okay, I wouldn't say tiny, but they're narrow.
Yeah, narrow.
Those aren't made to keep you 6 feet each from somebody.
Nope. But, like, I'll go in my local game store. Good luck, Iron. Like, I will go to my local store, and I will see motherfuckers walking around without masks on, and I will question why they're still allowed in the store, especially in such a tight, confined space. Those are the people that are dooming humanity. Like, those are the people who are the reason why we're going to go extinct as a species.
Anyway, one of the last things I want to point out is it's not news, it's more of my own public service announcement. And this is for launch week next week, guys. If you know anyone, or you are someone who's getting your console on launch day, no matter which one it is, good for you. But if you know someone who's not and has to wait either a few weeks or until next year,
laugh at them.
Throw it.
Laugh at them. Go into their face with your finger pointed at their nose and laugh at them. Ha!
Alright, you just kind of... I was going to say don't, man. Don't throw it in their face if they don't have their console.
Or I just smack them in the face with your PC Master Race. I'm an asshole.
That's much for our asshole, and we love you.
Yeah. I ain't saying shit though. I got neither of those consoles pre-ordered.
I'm not getting either ever, probably, because I want my Switch. I want to play Fire Emblem.
Can't blame me.
I want to play Astral Chain.
You can't blame me.
Luigi's Mansion 3.
All 3 games I've played and you've watched me play.
Yes, I have. I don't know, man. With you playing Fire Emblem again, I'm starting to think you're going for like the Guinness World Record of like the longest time put into a game.
No, I'm not. No, I think that is the game I have put the most time into. Like, no joke. But no.
Like, how many playthroughs is that to get to 1,700 hours?
For me, only 3 up to this point.
Only 3 playthroughs?
Yeah. Wait, no, it's not free. I apologize, it's 4.
Do you just like endlessly stall, or do you do everything you can?
Do I endlessly stall? No, it's not like I leave the fucking console on. No. I go into Radiant battles and grind like a motherfucker just for a laugh.
Let's see. Roxas says a few cons of my few cons with PC is how everyone was jumping on the Steam train, but if you hear a lot of optimization issues or with Microsoft, while they promote their games on Xbox One and Windows 10, it doesn't mean people will get one or the other. Okay, I don't understand what you said.
I don't get that. Give me a second. There isn't a lot of optimization issues. I've not had optimization issues with Windows games on Steam.
But if you're like me and you don't care about either console and you're getting the 13 remake, which I will let you know like how that is, dude.
Already got it.
Really?
Arizona Made Gaming. Thank him.
I thought he said he couldn't give it to you because of like personalized DLC.
That's why he sent me the $40 for it.
Oh, nice.
That's why he donated $40 to me on today's stream.
So that'll be a gameplay stream next weekend?
Probably it'll be the game I play after after Ghostbusters or Ghost Runner. I don't know which one I finish first. But 13 will be after that. Because I have been waiting for that for so long. I don't usually jump on like new releases this quickly, but I have been waiting for the 13 remake for fucking ages, and I put off. It's like Destroy Humans. Like I wanted to do Destroy Humans, but like then the remake got fucking announced, and I'm like, I'll just wait for the fucking remake to come out.
That's what I was gonna ask, if you'd played the original, but if you're gonna wait for the remake.
Exactly. Alright guys, well, I think we've covered enough for today. Can't tell you when the next late night cast was because I still need to sort all this out. And, oh my god, I need to sort my fucking life out first.
We'll figure it out.
I'll somehow figure it out. I always fucking do. So yeah, I'm going to end it for today, ladies and gentlemen, and I will see all of you on Wednesday for part 1 of the... was it part 1 of... Is Crash? No, Crash is only one part, I think.
I think you mean Monday, not Wednesday.
Monday, whatever. Fuck it. I'm going to bed. Good night, everybody. Take care of yourselves, alright?